Come on, you Gunners. We're going to do it.
Arsenal. Arsenal, brother. Get up the Arsenal.
Come on.
Yeah. Ecuador, hi Ecuador.
Come on, Arsenal.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Go Arsenal.
Welcome to the Phillies Football Zone. Shout out to all the Lagunas fans them. Yes man, I'm my way from football. 6-1. Being one-sided game. Try not to give a yellow card, any cards, but I had to dish out 2 in the last 2 minutes. Players just got on my nerves and he clapped me. And then his manager clapped me as well. So I had 2 yellow cards. Could have been spiteful and sin bin the player, but you know I let him stay. No point. Yeah. Big speculation. We're going to talk about Man City and their convictions. 115. Or is it 129? Yeah, I'm hearing. Please like and share the content. Subscribe and hit the notification.
Arsenal is our team. One day they will fulfill our dream by winning the Champions and the Premier League. Yes, we do believe.
Yes, so Man City. Big news spreading. It's alleged, all alleged. More than one YouTube platforms, and even on the news. It's going around that Man City could face 60 points deduction. You know, that's relegation entitlement. 60 points. Could it be more for failure to comply and not being honest with their transfer, tapping up players, agents, you know what I mean, over the years. Hence on their route to win many trophies. And you would say, if found guilty, they are cheaters. Yeah, if found guilty, they are still standing by and playing their innocence, but if found guilty, and so many charges, you have to be found guilty for at least one. And my frustration and failure to understand why is it taking so long. Yes, I know it's a lot of paperwork and lawyers and people have to go through all these paperworks as they stated, rightly so. But how it takes so long? We saw Chelsea recently got sanctioned, and I think they should have lost points as well. Look at Leicester City. They had points deducted. Everton has points deducted. Nottingham Forest had points deducted. Even though they have fewer charges, so it's easily to get concluded. You know what I mean? But the fact remains, City, since the news has broke out that they have been found guilty and suspected of not being fair, is what, 3 seasons now? And they went on and still going on to buy players and winning trophies. Yes, they were rightly deservedly to win the Carabao Cup, but on the outside looking in, it's not fair. You know what I mean? So now it's popping up that they could face a 60 points deduction or even more. I want it to happen. I don't really care who want to say it has been handed to us. You've been dishonest, you need to be punished. And if it happens and they've been punished before the season ends, Arsenal was going to win the league anyway. It's just that we would have preferred to win it on the pitch. Not saying that's going to happen, you know, but if it does, you know what the outside noise is going to say. Oh, it was handed to them City was, you know what I mean? But if Arsenal go on to lose games, yes, you can. It's fair enough to say that, but I don't see Arsenal slipping up like 3 games, 4 games. No, I don't see that. We only lost 3 games this season, and that is pretty impressive. You know what I mean? But the fact is, Man City, why is it taking so long for them to be sanctioned? The result, you know what I mean? Other clubs are looking and say, yes, the big clubs always get away with stuff. Get them out the Premier League if that's the action. The Premier League have to stand up and protect the rights of the Premier League. You know what I mean? Protect the morals of the Premier League. Protect the brand. Other clubs, other leagues outside of England are looking and watching and see how it's going on. Why are they taking so long to come to a conclusion? Why are they taking so long to punish them? You know what I mean? And this has been jogged down. You know, thankfully and hopefully nothing like this ever pops up for Arsenal. You know, but City, who went on to win like back-to-back leagues and all those stuff, and also Chelsea, who also at one point was dominating with Abramovich, and it came out that they have been cheating. They haven't been honest. You know, they haven't been honest. But big up Man U, big up Arsenal. Never over the years, those things have never popped up against their names. You know what I mean? And Pep Guardiola might leave if they're being punished. If they are punished before the season finished, Pep might leave. And I would love to see them in the championship. Even though it wouldn't take them long to get out, but I know they would have lost a few players might want to leave because they're not used to playing in the championship. You know what I mean? But let me know what you guys think. Still, yeah. Man City, they need to be punished. They need to be disciplined and learn to be fair. Don't cheat your way to success. You know what I mean? Because one day, the secret is gonna come out. You get me? All these big owners with their money, they came into the league and they're the one who are responsible for the high wages. They need to put a cap and player wages right across the board, you know, for all the clubs because some of these rich, wealthy owners, they're the one who tapping up the players. We will give you this amount of money to come. We will pay you this weekly, and ruin everything. Some players just want to play for the money. They don't mind sitting on the bench and collecting their big wages a week time. You know what I mean? But I'm waiting for the results, and I know you are, and I'm also waiting to go and face City at the Emirates. You know what I mean? In April, this month forwarding. You know what I mean? Can't wait for that day and to get a revenge on them. You know what I mean? But for now, we're waiting on the results from the Premier League and to see the sanction and what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? I know the City fans are worrying right now, but that's how it goes. You know what I mean? We can't blame the fans. We have to blame the owner of the clubs and who's responsible for tapping up players and hiding payments and failure to comply. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's it for today's vlog. Please like and share the content, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I will try to do another video today on transfers, rumors. And we're also building up to the Southampton again, the FA Cup. Yeah, so peace, have a blessed Sunday. Phillips Football Zone.
Make them victorious, it's clear and obvious. Arsenal is embedded in us. God bless Arsenal.
Thanks for watching. I appreciate your support.